welcome everybody to the March Mastermind for the Lisa Parento team. I really am so thankful that you're all here. Your time is very valuable. I know on a Friday afternoon, there's lots of other things that could be going on, and we really appreciate you taking the time to jump in and to raise your game a little bit. You know, we love to say that our hashtag is lifting others as we climb, and that's kind of what we always try to do every month when we offer some kind of new tip, trick, takeaway, something that we can hopefully become not only better realtors, but better people, because sometimes we do some work around mindset as well. So I am thrilled to death. I have an amazing guest today, Jason Weinberger. So again, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm so excited. You know, if you haven't heard the words Chat GPT in the past couple weeks or months, I don't know where you've been living, but everybody kind of has heard about it and kind of tried it maybe a little bit and heard all kinds of stories. But I know it's being used really widely and being accepted pretty broadly in the real estate world. And our guest today, Jason Weinberger, who is with EXP, he's been with EXP for about 2.5 years, been a realtor for about 16 years. And he's in the Toronto market. So a great referral source for all of us for Canada and down here in the lower 48. He has been doing a lot with technology in general. He is both a student and a coach, and he has done an awful lot of stuff with ChatGPT. And I asked Jason if he would be willing to address the group today. He's got a presentation for us, and then I'm pretty sure he's going to be open to some questions as well, because I know I've got a ton of questions, and I'm sure as the presentation goes on, you will have questions as well. So Jason, welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Lisa, for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. Hope you guys are rocking and rolling, having a productive week. And yeah, I'm excited to share some strategies about this incredibly powerful technology and how you guys can leverage it in your real estate business. So we're going to go through a little bit of what ChatGPT is, how it came to be, what it's capable of, and then I'm going to run through some live examples. So I like to take the complex and make it simple and really demonstrate live how you can actually use it. So you'll have some takeaways, you'll have some actionable items that you can immediately begin to implement in your business. So with that said, I'm just going to share my screen here. You guys see my screen? Give me a thumbs up. Awesome. And let's dive in. All right, so we're going to talk about how to supercharge your productivity with ChatGPT. So a little bit about myself. My name is Jason Weinberger. I've been a realtor for 16 years. I'm a multiple award-winning top producing agent. I started out my career with Royal LePage. I'm based out of the Toronto area. 3 years with Royal LePage, then I moved over to Keller Williams. 10 years with Keller Williams. I was on the training faculty. I trained agents on farming, open house strategies, and my specialty really became technology. I like to say that I embraced my internet geek and got really focused on online leads. So I've been really focused on online lead generation, both for myself and others. So I actually have a coaching company, which I founded in August 2018 called Future Proof Agent, where I teach and coach realtors on how to generate online leads. So we have 293 coaching clients. We're in 3 countries. And I've been training agents on online marketing and technology since 2007. So that's a little bit about my backstory. Here I am with some mandatory proud accolades, just with Keller Williams when I used to be on the training faculty, and then proudly displaying my sold sign, which is mandatory. I mean, if you're not showing off your sold sign, are you even an agent? Here I am accepting the Gold Commission Award with Keller Williams. They ran an article on me for my production, and then I was awarded as a top sales performer with Canderel, just so you know you're speaking to a qualified agent today. And here I am training some agents on online marketing and lead generation in the central Toronto area. So what is ChatGPT? Well, let's talk about it. So ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence chatbot. The actual abbreviation is Generative Pre-trained Transformer. Now, I know that sounds like science fiction, but in layman's terms, what it means is it's an AI algorithm designed to understand and generate human-like speech and behavior. So it's basically the most advanced artificial intelligence on a consumer level that we've seen so far. It was developed by a research company called OpenAI, which is partly owned by Elon Musk. And the Chat GPT interface officially launched in November 2022. And by January 2023, it had reached over 100 million users, which is completely unheard of. And that made it the fastest growing consumer application to date. So nothing has grown that quickly, that massively in that period of time. It has dwarfed, what Facebook did, what Instagram did, what YouTube did. It is just kind of in a category of its own, and for good reason. So how does it work? Well, what makes it really unique is that it has a conversational interface. So it's trained on a large database of text and can generate human-like responses that is scaringly accurate. So it understands the context of a conversation and it actually adapts in real time. So if you think about like a normal customer service chatbot, if you guys have ever used like anything on like Expedia or, on Amazon, it's basically just, yes or no answers, multiple choice, right? It's very kind of static. But what ChatGPT is, it's fluid. So it remembers what you spoke about earlier in the conversation, and it provides relevant responses, just like a human would. So it's nuanced and it mimics an actual human conversation. That's what makes it so incredibly unique and powerful. So how can you use it in your real estate business? I mean, that's really what matters. Well, there are several applications that I've seen so far and that I've actually been experimenting with. Now, keep in mind, it's brand new. It's only a few months old, but so far, here are a few specific ways that you can apply it. And we're going to review some of these and I'll show you some examples. So you can write entire listing descriptions. We all know how frustrating it can be to come up with creative listing descriptions. And, sometimes I find myself banging my head against the wall, doing multiple revisions, and I'll come back to it and it just doesn't sound good and I'll start from scratch. This is a really good way to kind of get some creative ideas to write listing descriptions, which I'll share with you in a few minutes. You can also write social media blogs or blog posts, social media posts, Instagram posts, LinkedIn posts, Facebook posts. So it actually generates posts for you based on commands that you give it. You can also write entire marketing emails. So you can actually create marketing follow-up campaigns. You can send emails to kind of shake the tree. Let's say you have a list of contacts and you want to get some real estate conversations happening. This is a really creative way to create like a mass email to start generating some traffic within your sphere and start kind of getting people on the phone, getting them on a Zoom call. You can also use it to write online ads. So in my community, one of the challenges is how do you come up with creative ads? Let's say you're writing a Google ad or a Facebook ad. This is a really powerful way that you can actually write ads that are really, really, effective, well-written. And I've been amazed actually at the creativity and ingenuity of this in particular. You can also write entire business plans. So you can use this to create a business plan. You can ask it about, how do I get started as a new agent? What are the top 5 things I can do to do my first deal in the next 90 days? Like you can get as specific as you want, and it'll literally spit out an entire business plan with actionable strategies. It's amazing. You can also use it for more technical reasons like coding entire websites. So let's say you're a little bit more technical and you want to actually develop like a real estate website or an entire platform. You can actually use this to create the code and write the entire website. It's pretty amazing. Now let's go through some live examples here. What I'd love to do is share my screen in my ChatGPT account. So let me just pull that up. So I'm logged into my ChatGPT account right now. And let me show you a live example of how we can use this to actually write a listing description. So the way it works is you give it a command, you give it a prompt, and then it'll actually just run with it. And then you can make adjustments along the way. So let's say, for example, I want to say, write a property listing description for a 4-bedroom 3 washroom home in Etobicoke. It has 3 stories, a renovated kitchen, 2-car garage. It's on a corner lot, listed for $1.2 million. And then we're just going to see what happens. Let me just say for sale. And voila. So for those of you who might not be able to read that, I'll just read it out to you. Welcome to your dream home. This stunning 4-bedroom, 3-washroom home in the sought-after neighborhood of Etobicoke is now available for sale. This spacious and bright interior spans over 3 stories, offering an abundance of living space for you and your family. The first thing you'll notice is the beautifully renovated kitchen, complete with modern appliances and a sleek design. It's the perfect place to whip up delicious meals for family and friends. The living and dining areas are also spacious and welcoming, providing plenty of space for entertaining and relaxing. Upstairs, you'll find our generously sized bedrooms, each with ample closet space and natural light. The master bedroom is especially luxurious, featuring an ensuite washroom and walk-in closet. The home is situated on a corner lot, providing plenty of privacy and natural light. You'll love the convenience of the 2-car garage, keeping your vehicle safe and secure year-round. Located in one of Etobicoke's most desirable neighborhoods, this property is close to schools, parks, and all amenities. Whether you're commuting to work or heading out for a night on the town, you'll love the convenience of this location. Don't miss your chance to make this beautiful house your new home. Contact us today and book a viewing. Priced at an incredible $1.2 million, this home won't last long on the market. Pretty cool, right? Now, what we can do is we can modify this. So we can say, make it in a storytelling style and add more urgency at the end to book a viewing. So now it's going to modify what we've just written, and it's going to actually change it.
So an interesting question for you, Jason. Are you able to ask it to be mindful of diversity requirements, the kinds of things that we fair housing kinds of, like here in the States, there's a lot of sensitivity around not using walking distance, about not specifying certain things about families. Are you with me? Like there's certain kinds of fair housing language that we have to be very mindful of. Do you know?
I think in order to make that fair housing specifically compliant, you'd have to manually edit what it generates. Like there's no way to automate that within those parameters, right? So the way that I feel this tool is best utilized is you use it as a foundation. And then you take what it writes and you can modify it accordingly. Because obviously not everything is going to be 100% accurate in terms of your board's compliance requirements or the specific tone, or there just might be some details that are not exactly on point. But yeah, I mean, that's what I would say, is just to kind of modify what it gives you, make it compliant, edit the wording accordingly to make it fit. But what this is really doing is it's generating ideas. Think of it as an idea generation tool, right? It gives you a foundation that you can build off of and kind of modify. So now we've asked to make it more storytelling with more urgency. So let's see how it's kind of modified that. Nestled in the heart of Etobicoke, surrounded by tall trees and rolling hills, is a beautiful 4-bedroom, 3-washroom home that's ready for a new family. As you walk up the driveway, the first thing you'll notice is a stunning corner lot that the home is situated on. With ample natural light pouring in from all angles, you'll immediately feel at home. Do you guys feel that? How it changed the tone to make it more as if you're there, right? Which is extremely powerful for real estate marketing. As you step inside, you'll be greeted by a bright and airy living room, perfect for cozying up on a couch with loved ones. To the left is the beautifully renovated kitchen. That could be on the right, depending on where it is. You might have to make that adjustment. Complete with stainless steel appliances and gleaming granite countertops, the kitchen is spacious with plenty of storage and counter space for preparing meals for friends and family. Upstairs, you'll find 4 generously sized rooms. Each one has a large window, allowing the sunlight to flood in, and ample closet space. The master bedroom is especially luxurious, with its own private ensuite and spacious walk-in closet. As you make your way back downstairs, you'll appreciate the convenience of the two-car garage, keeping your vehicle safe and secure. This home's three-story layout provides plenty of space for the whole family, with a separate family room on the lower level, perfect for game nights and movie marathons. Oh, I like that. The location of this property is truly unbeatable, close to all amenities, including great schools and parks. You'll love the convenience of being just a short drive away from the best shopping, dining, and entertainment that Etobicoke has to offer. This home is listed for an incredible price of 1.2 million, and it won't last long on the market. Don't miss your chance to make it yours. Book a viewing today and make this dream home your own. So that's cool. So it's kind of changed the tone, more storytelling, a little more urgency. And now what we can do is we can say, condense this into an Instagram post. Let's see what happens. So it's basically condensed all of that into something a little more appropriate for an Instagram post, right? It's short, it's sweet. Welcome to your dream home in Etobicoke. This stunning 4-bedroom, 3-bath corner lot home is a must-see. Renovated kitchen, 2-car garage, 3 stories of bright and airy living space await you. Listed at an incredible 1.2 million. Don't miss your chance to make this home yours. Book a viewing today and start living your best life. I love that. Like, being a digital marketer, that is very, very good because it's succinct, it's to the point, it covers all the main highlights and selling points, but it's tight, right? And it even shows us hashtags, right? It spits out the hashtags, hashtag Etobicoke, hashtag dream home, hashtag for sale. And then we can even go further. We can say add emojis. Who doesn't love emojis? And boom. How cool is that? It's going to pick the perfect emojis to fit the context of the post. So think about how much time that could save you. And what we can do now is we can say, create 5 more similar posts with emojis. Let's say we want some options. It's going to spit out 5 more. So 5 different variations. And each variation is going to have a different tone. Well, this has condo. That's a mistake. So sometimes there are glitches. Since this is the first version, you see in number 2, it says, are you looking for the ultimate luxury condo? And now it's talking about a penthouse. So it's not perfect, right? There are some mistakes that it makes. Like, now it's all over the place. Now it's like priced at just 2 million, priced at just 600,000. So we've lost it now, right? Now we have to kind of go back to where we were and just try and pick up from the previous listing. So again, there are some quirks, right? And that's one thing that you need to know and that I've learned. But this is basically an example of how we can take a starting point of a listing description, and then we can spin it off into Instagram posts. We can condense it into like a blog style article. We can even take that original listing and condense it into a like feature sheet bullet points, right? So that's another way that we can use this very effectively. So let's try something entirely new. I'm going to go to Clear Conversations. Let's start from scratch. Let's use this now to create a marketing email. So let's say, write an email talking about how the market is slower, which creates more opportunities for buyers with more negotiating room, less bidding wars, and more options to choose from. Add a call to action at the end to book a call to discuss their buying plans and how I can help them as their agent. So let's say you have a database of a few hundred, or some of us a few thousand prospects, and you just want to shake the tree. You want to send out a mass email that can actually get some sales conversations happening. This is a very powerful way to do that.
There may be a lot of emails going out this afternoon, Jason.
Personally, I'm not crazy about this one. Sometimes what I find is when it spits out a response that you're not crazy about, what's cool is you can just click on regenerate response and it'll just take another stab at it. This sounds better. This is just more professional, in my opinion. So that's what's nice is it's fluid. It's not static. You can get different variations of like the same theme or the same idea. So I like the tone of this a little bit more. It's a little more polished. I'll just read it out for everyone. So the subject is opportunities in the slow real estate market. Dear client name. So most CRMs, it'll pre-populate their name. So dear John, I hope this email finds you well. I wanted to reach out and discuss the current state of the real estate market with you. As you may have noticed, the market has slowed down a bit recently, which is good news for buyers like you. The slower market means there are more opportunities for buyers with more negotiating room, less bidding wars, and more options to choose from. With fewer buyers in the market, sellers are more willing to negotiate on price and other terms of the sale. This means that you have the chance to get a better deal on your dream home. Additionally, with less competition from other buyers, you can take your time and make more informed decisions without feeling rushed or pressured. Another advantage of the slower market is that you have more options to choose from. With fewer buyers out there, more properties are on the market, which means you're more likely to find a home that meets your needs and budget. As your real estate agent, I would love to help you take advantage of these opportunities in the market. I have years of experience working with buyers like you, and I can guide you through the entire home buying process from finding the perfect property to negotiating the best price and closing the deal. If you're interested in discussing your buyer plans and how I can help, I would love to schedule a call with you. Please let me know if you're available and we can set up a time that works for you. Thanks for considering my services, and I look forward to hearing back from you. That's not bad. I mean, again, you can personalize it, you can modify it, you can tweak it, make it your own, make it fit your brand. But just as a starting point, like in terms of fleshing out ideas, I mean, this is pretty good. So that's another way that I've actually used it in my own business. And, again, we can keep, that's the other thing. Sometimes it just outright crashes and we have to start from scratch. So there is a upgrade. There's a Chat GPT Plus, which apparently is more stable. It doesn't crash, but it is a paid version. The free version has some quirks and some issues. Sometimes it goes offline. Sometimes it just stops and you have to start from scratch. So again, there's a few bugs in the free version. Let me think of another example that, oh yeah, so here's another really interesting way. Write a business plan as a new
Hey, Jason, I have 1 minute left. I'm going to jump, but I'd love to see if you can do something to promote the 14 regional rallies that we are doing.
Sure. So why don't you give me a prompt and then we'll see how we can brainstorm around that.
Create a promotional Facebook post to get our EXP agents to buy the tickets to one of the 14 regional rally and recognition.
Sorry, I missed what you said after EXP agents. What was the next part?
Lisa, can you take over?
Yeah, I sure can. I would say something about create the promotional Facebook post.
Inviting
EXP agents to attend one of the 14 regional rallies that are being held this month. And then add something about, put in a sense of urgency about the ticket sales because all of the venues have limits. And that this is a way to celebrate EXP and each other.
And then give them the link to register, which is
celebrating
expreregionalrally.com.
Okay, hang on. I can't type that fast.
EXP. I thought he was taking his.
Did I get the website right?
expreregionalrally.com. Yeah.
Promote this website. Okay, so give me just one thing I think we're missing, which will help. what is the essence of this rally? Like, other than, give me a little bit more detail, like EXP celebrating each other, or EXP agents celebrating each other, but what else?
Well, it's really celebrating. Oh, well, okay. So it's celebrating EXP and each other, and well, something about how
accomplishments, right?
yes, but it's
Oh,
also
that's
like
good.
the two or three icon agents are going to be teaching around how they got to become icon agents, so it's production. It's really real estate production and business oriented.
Got it.
I think the
Okay.
outward facing thing, right? So what we want, I mean, inside it's about celebrating each other, getting together, blah blah blah.
Okay.
Outside facing, my vision is for the rest of the real estate world to see how we are, even though we're in the cloud, how we are, there's a unity among us, and that we are top selling realtors,
Got it.
kind of against that recruiting, MLM, whatever.
Okay, got it.
About
Specify
production.
that EXP agents are top producers.
And are sharing their secrets.
Gotcha. So the more context you can give it, obviously, the better it'll be. But you don't have to give too much detail. That's what's nice. You can kind of leave it open-ended and see what pops out the other side. So sometimes it surprises you. So let's try this. Create a promotional Facebook post.
Jason, before you click on next step, change the word from help to held on second line.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's my mistake.
Just typing away quick.
And there. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh no.
Oh,
I might have to log back
copy
in.
that, yeah.
I'll just copy it, see if I can log back. I think I was booted out.
Yeah.
Verify I'm a human. I am a human. You're not a human, but I'm a human. All right, ChatGPT. Here we go again. Oh, I put my email address. Whoops. Oh, wow. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, let's copy and paste that for sure.
What do you think? So I'll read it out to everyone. Attention, all real estate agents. Are you ready to celebrate your accomplishments and take your business to the next level? Join us at one of our 14 regional rallies this month. Party emoji. eXp Realty is proud to host this event and bring together top producing agents from all over the region. You won't want to miss the opportunity to learn from our icon agents as they share their secrets to success. Bag of money emoji. Our eXp agents are renowned for their expertise and top-notch production, and now is your chance to learn from the best. Don't wait. Tickets are selling fast.
Yeah.
Time emoji. Join us at expregiionalrally.com and let's celebrate each other's achievements and success together. See you there. Wow. I love it.
I love hashtag limited tickets.
Hashtag limited tickets.
Can you copy and paste
that
and put it into the chat? I
Sure.
keep trying to copy and paste it. I realize it's not on my
Yeah,
screen.
I think that's perfect. I love it.
I love it. Tom will love it.
So you see how
Are you getting
powerful
that?
this tool is? It's
Yeah,
just
I love it.
amazing. What I like is that it's short, right? It's short. It's to the point.
You didn't know, put it in the chat in our
Oh,
chat.
I tried to hit generate another response, but
Yeah, put it in the
yeah, there it is.
there, yeah, that chat. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Raymar, can you just get that for us?
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can try again. We can ask for another version. Oh, okay. It's not doing it.
Mm-mm.
That was my bad because I hit the wrong button. But basically, we could just do it again, right? Let's say you wanted to get another version of that.
Mm-hmm.
We would just try it again and see what comes out. And it's going to be different every time.
Oh, I like this one better.
Yeah, that's what's interesting. It's always a different version.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll paste this one in the chat as well. So you guys will have some options here.
Yeah, that's great.
Pretty cool, huh?
Well, one of the things that keeps striking me that is so powerful for us is that we tend to get mired down in stuff that we should not be spending our time on. When I first came to EXP, I was very, distressed about, didn't they know the kind of marketing that I had and that I was paying a lot of money for? And when I got here, I realized, people kind of look at your papers and then they throw them on the ground. Like they're really not looking at your papers like that. And we spend so much time wringing our hands over content and, using the templates in Market Center, while maybe someone could do a better job, like nobody really, it's fine. Boom, boom, done. And let me go sell a house. Where this is doing that same thing for me. This is taking me, wringing my hands over the content over and over. And it's just spitting out some good ideas. Boom, boom. This is great. Copy and paste. Boom, go. And then not spending this crazy amount of time doing this stuff,
Exactly.
Huge time saver.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's all about efficiency, right? It's just, it'll save you a ton of time, and it can help you really come up with a lot of creativity in your marketing and your branding and your client communication. I mean, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. You can use this.
Start business plan. Do you want to do that? Because you're going to do that.
Sure. Do you guys want to?
Yeah. Because that's something that I had never considered, and that's something that again would take most of us, 3 months.
Exactly.
And then it goes on a shelf, and you never,
Yeah, exactly. And like it's a totally different angle, right? So let's try that. So let's say create a business plan for a new real estate agent. And we could just leave it open. We don't even have, like, sometimes you can just be very like general with the commands, because let's say you're a new agent and you truly don't know what to do. So let's see what happens. This is kind of like Googling on steroids, where instead of Googling and searching multiple websites, it kind of consolidates the best information it can find.
Mm-hmm. So quickly.
Yeah, instantly. It's amazing. And very, very detailed. Like they even break down a commission goal of $100,000.
Which is very reasonable when you're brand new to set your goals that high and go for,
Yeah. So this is kind of long. I won't read through it all, but you guys can kind of skim through it. This is what I like, where it talks about the objectives. Generate a minimum of $100,000 in commission in the first year, build a strong client database of at least 20 clients within 6 months, develop a reputation as a knowledgeable, reliable, trustworthy realtor, establish a strong referral network through effective networking and marketing efforts. And then it goes into market analysis.
Yeah.
This is really important, I think, the marketing strategy. This is a little bit generic. I would have liked to have seen more detail, but what we can do is, like, this is where ChatGPT really shines. So we can say, expand on marketing strategy. So let's say, because it's a little vague, we want more detail. And check this out. And now it's giving us detailed marketing strategies. So that's how this tool is truly intelligent, because it remembers what you talked about, and then you can just ask it to elaborate on certain sections. And now we have a full business plan just on the marketing component. And this is actually very like tangible, specific, right? Leverage online ads. The agent can use platforms such as Google Ads or Facebook ads to target specific demographics, geographical locations, interests. Online advertising can be an effective way to reach a large audience quickly. Develop a strong brand identity. The agent should develop a brand that communicates their values, experiences, expertise. This includes developing a professional logo, business cards, other marketing collateral. Like, that's pretty good. Attend industry events, networking opportunities. The agent should attend local real estate association meetings, chamber of commerce events, and other community gatherings to connect with other professionals. I mean, this is bang on. I mean, develop a targeted direct mail campaign. While digital marketing is important, direct mail is still an effective way to reach potential clients in the local community. The agent can purchase mailing lists or develop their own based on geographical location, demographics, or other criteria. The mailer should include a personalized letter introducing the agent, a brochure highlighting their services and experience, and a call to action to schedule a consultation or property viewing. Wow. Establish a strong online presence. It's important to create a professional website that showcases your experience, expertise, and services. Your site should be easy to navigate, visually appealing, mobile friendly. It should also include valuable content such as blog posts, market reports, and neighborhood guides. Additionally, social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn provide an excellent opportunity to connect with potential clients. So you see how powerful this is? Like,
I mean, and can you see how much you could, a new agent who didn't know what to do and was struggling would be maybe willing to pay someone for consulting services to teach them this stuff and tell them how to go about this. And this just got generated in less than 90 seconds.
Yeah. And then we can go even further. So we can say, expand on
leveraging online.
Yeah. Or any part of this.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no, it's just
Mine
this
is
rabbit
being-
hole that we can keep going down. Let's see if this works. It should. Yeah. So now we're actually expanding on the expansion within our original post. So you can just keep peeling back the layers just like you would in a real human consultation. Exactly, Lisa, right? If you were paying someone.
Is this one long thread? So I keep getting nervous about where's all this going? There was an arrow at the bottom. Is there a download, or do you literally have to keep copying and pasting stuff somewhere else?
There's no download that I know of.
I wonder if in the Plus, I bet in Plus there must be.
I think there probably would be.
Yeah.
But like, this is so detailed, right? It's talking about retargeting ads, video ads, Facebook ads, Google ads, and it's giving you some actual like strategies. It's not just general and vague. So that's what's amazing. We can pick apart any part of this like overall kind of plan and then dive deeper. So just to show you what this thing is truly capable of, that's why it has 100 million users in the first few months, because this is like a total paradigm shift. It's pretty insane. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, so I think, so it's about quarter of, I'm imagining people may have some questions. We might want to leave that, why don't we come back and not share for a moment, and then see if we can take some questions and maybe we'll go back. I don't know. Do people have questions while we have this open now, or who wants to jump in with some questions? You want to go back to not sharing screens?
I have a question.
I figured that.
I always have questions. So I'm a little curious to know how you can utilize this to generate a website using code. So let's say, for instance, you have, a domain name with GoDaddy. So would you just give it the direction to create code for a real estate website on GoDaddy? I mean, how do you tell it to generate that?
Yeah, so I haven't personally tried that, but we can quickly just test it out if you'd like. I assume we would just give it some basic prompts. So you could say, create the code for a realtor website. Include information about, let's say, properties in what's a neighborhood example? Like,
just say San Diego. Well, let's just see what it comes up with.
Yeah, because I wonder if it would be able to integrate an IDX feed, because that kind of stuff has to be actually.
Yeah, that's where compliance would really come into the equation. I think this is probably just more basic, but I don't know how deep this goes. Again, I don't know anything about code, so I don't even know how accurate it would be in terms of testing it. But let's see if it actually responds to this. I just put create information about properties in the San Diego area. That's where the IDX feed would come in, as well as the home buying process and selling process, with, let's say, an about me page and a testimonial page. Okay.
Okay.
I know you can do this,
Okay.
but this might be
I'd heard that too. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I've seen examples on YouTube where you can do it. I just don't know if we've given it too much specificity.
Right.
Like, what if we just do create the code for a basic?
Or write HTML code for.
Yeah, let's try that. This should work.
No.
Interesting.
Oh,
Ah,
Oh, here's an example. Okay.
so that's interesting. I cannot write code, but I can give you an example, but they're giving us the code. So yeah, it's
I see.
there's
Okay.
some nuances here, but you can see it's literally listing out a home page, property page, buying page, selling page, testimonial
Yeah.
page.
Mhm.
So it remembered the prompts that I gave it in the previous
Diego.
command. We just had to massage it a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But it's actually doing it. You see where it says properties in San Diego? Property listings will go here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's filling it out.
Wow.
Incredible.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. So yeah, so many applications here. I'm sure there's a ton of them that I'm not even thinking of yet, or that I haven't discovered yet.
Yeah. So if you could stop sharing the screen for a second, we can go back to viewing each other. Yeah. So
Sure.
anybody here, have you used ChatGPT for anything yet? Have you done anything with it? What's been your experience so far? I'd love to hear if anyone has done stuff. I know that we have like written stories for our granddaughter. We've said, tell us a story about Eloise Ann and our dog Joy, and like that. And that is like the sweetest thing. You can use it personally like that. But I haven't used it for anything, significant for sure.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
My name is Bham, and I'm a EXP realtor as well. Obviously, that's why I'm here. Yeah, ChatGPT is awesome. I'm based from Boston, Massachusetts, by the way. I've used ChatGPT to help my wife write cover letters, resumes, how to use LinkedIn properly, any commands, and related to job experience, resumes and cover letters. I've used it for my listing as well, how to what can I write for a luxury listing, give me a list, like a listing write-up, and it has done wonders. Instagram hashtags, what kind of Instagram hashtags I should be using, what kind of Facebook hashtags I should be using, how can I increase my Facebook presence as a real estate agent. So yeah, I've asked questions like those, but yes, it has helped me tremendously. So yeah, that's pretty much it so far.
Awesome. Great
That's
job.
a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. I love the resumes. I saw someone that had asked about like a description. You know how you always use the same, the same dopey description that you have in all over, in realtor.com and all different places. And to kind of brush that up, it's almost like we should do that yearly. So it's kind of punched up and seems a little bit more, punched up. That would be just a good exercise once a year to have ChatGPT go through your descriptions that you post, online everywhere. And yeah, I just think there's so many things that could take us out of the way that we could, gain the efficiency, absolutely for sure. So I want to talk about the ethical piece of all this. I understood that they were looking at watermarking, and like, what's your understanding of how that is working? That's my first question. My second question is, as different flavors are emerging, Bing and Microsoft and Apple and Do you know anything about how that would be different? Is it bodies of information they're relying on, or like what's in the back office of all of it?
To be honest, I have no idea.
Okay.
So I'm the kind of person who just likes to test what's working. There's a lot of speculation about emerging competitors, but it's so early. It's all kind of in its infancy stage. This is the first like kind of mass market real world application. They're kind of like, they have like first mover advantage. So it's given people a platform to actually test and implement. I'm not sure about the ethical concerns. I mean, there will be many, I'm sure. I can't speak to those specifically because I think that has yet to emerge. But I agree with you. Like, I mean, it's inevitable, right? With any disruptive technology, there's always going to be that the other side of that coin. And I think those are important to recognize and to kind of find that balance. Absolutely. So in terms of watermarking competitors, I really couldn't say. My experience has just been implementing this current tool and trying to be creative and trying to innovate within my own business and helping my clients use it in their real estate business. But in terms of what's next, it's really hard to say. I can say that AI has the potential to be just as disruptive as the internet was, or even more so. So I think this has the potential, in my opinion, to completely disrupt everything. And it's like a paradigm shift. Like, so many industries are going to change. There's going to be new industries that show up. It's going to put certain industries at risk. Just like when the printing press first showed up, or, when we kind of moved over from brick and mortar retail to the cloud model. Look at EXP versus traditional brick and mortar brokerages, right? It's a sort of a similar dynamic where there's always two sides to that coin. So that's kind of, where I see it from here. But in terms of like specific details, I couldn't say yet. It's just emerging. It's so new. Like it's literally only about 3 months old. So it's brand new. I think we'll have a much better idea over the next 6 months in terms of like the competitive landscape and some of the ethical, parameters that might be put in place, etc.
Well, I think the idea of plagiarism and the idea of it being used in educational settings has been one of the reasons why it has, started to, the ethical piece of it has cropped up more and more. And then the more you find adults trying to tamp something down, that never works in society, no. Right? So there's an element of that too, like, don't keep me down, I'm going to use this tool. But it isn't something that's coming. I mean, you're asking the questions, but you're not providing the answer. And then you're providing the answer as something that came from you. So I think it will be quite, I think in an educational setting, once again, I find myself saying, boy, I'm sure glad I'm not a teacher today. Glad I'm not involved in the education system at all. Because I just don't, that is just, they're having a tough enough time, getting kids off their phones and trying to keep people in their seats. Forget, having someone else completely write all the term papers.
No, for sure. I completely agree. That's one of the first things that jumped out at me. Now, I have heard of these chat GPT detection sites where apparently it recognizes whether it came from chat GPT, which is interesting. So that's something that's starting to creep into the conversation.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But I think on a very basic level, this is an amazing tool for us to do some, overall marketing, to help with even business planning, organization, how to create, Barbara, you think about, tell me about a great client party for movies. There's just like a million things that we could ask and just get, even if you get 3 ideas and a great 2 sentences for a Facebook post, like boom, boom, thank you very much. There's just, the options are really amazing, So we got about 4 minutes left, Jason. I want to learn a little bit more. I know that you run a coaching program. So would you mind sharing that with us, a little bit about what you do in addition to selling real estate and helping out people like me who ask you to come on?
Absolutely. Thank you for that. So I have a coaching company called Future Proof Agent. And I've had the company since August 2018. We have 293 coaching clients, and I coach and train agents on online lead generation. So specifically Facebook ads, Google ads, email marketing, CRM management. So it's an online course. And then we have live group coaching sessions where I work closely with my clients. It's kind of a done with you coaching program. So I'm working with agents across North America. And if anyone is interested to learn more about how I can potentially help you grow your business online and take advantage of technology and leveraging digital marketing, then I'd love to invite you to jump on a Zoom strategy session where I can learn a little bit more about your business. I'll ask you to fill out some information. There's a quick survey just to understand some context of where you're at, where you're looking to be, some of your experience in the business and in technology. And if I feel like I can help, then I'd be happy to walk you through the program, learn more about how I could potentially fit within your goals. So if anyone's interested to learn more about the program and online lead generation, then feel free to book a strategy session with me. I just posted the link in the chat. You can click on that link. It'll take you to my calendar, and you can just schedule a date and time that works for you. It's a free 45-minute call, and learn more about my program. And if I can help some of you, I would love to.
All right. Well, thank you so much. That's amazing. And we'll make sure that we include that when we are marketing the video as well. I just really appreciate your time. And will you be at Shareholders in May?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Possibly.
All right. So maybe
I haven't booked it yet.
Maybe we'll see you in person. Those two company events are you'll never regret, of course, attending one of those for sure. But yeah, I just can't thank you enough for coming on today. It's something that we're all kind of trying to learn a little bit more about, and even to just sound like we understand what's going on at a cocktail party, I think is really you just gave us enough information.
I've done my service for the day. Cocktail party conversation is valuable.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me, Lisa. It was a pleasure. I hope I was able to leave you guys with some value today. And it's always a pleasure masterminding with fellow EXPers. I mean, I am a diehard fan. Come on. Is this not the best company in the world?
It is.
I'm just so grateful to be along this ride. So thanks again, Lisa. Thank you, everyone. Have an amazing rest of your week. And if I can help some of you, please reach out to me, book some time, and we'll go from there.
Sure will. Yeah. And so we'll be back in April. Almost always the second Friday of the month, 1 to 2 o'clock, and look forward to connecting with everyone then. If you need anything from us, you can reach out to me or my team, Lisa at lisasouthcapecod.com. Happy to be of service. And thank you again, everybody, for tuning in today. And we're just rounding out at exactly 2 o'clock, keeping to our time commitment. So that's great as well. So thanks again, Jason, and thanks everybody for your time today.
Bye.
Thank you, Lisa. Bye, everyone.